I am really sick of the horrible treatment from these people in Idaho and the leadership here. I've lived in my car for 7 years. I just turned 70. The only reason I'm still alive is I'm a retired nurse, so I know some things to do. The healthcare here sucks as well. And it's not just the healthcare providers. It's the staff in the offices that do shitty little things to people so that you don't want to go back. So, I parked in a Walmart parking lot last night at between 8 and 9 p.m. And today, they had a tow truck behind me to tow somebody else that they say had been parked there for a week, but I know that he hadn't because he was somewhere else where I was parked 3 days ago or so. They said that I had been there for several days, which is not true. I arrived between 8 and 9 p.m. last night. Now, I do go back and forth between places. They also called the police to do a welfare check on me because they said I'd been parked there for several days, which is not true. Call the Fusion Center. I'm sure they're tracking the homeless people before Trump has us all rounded up and put in concentration camps and then has us all go into the showers. One of the fake cop cars that harassed me for years showed up. So that's probably who it is that called Walmart and told them things that weren't true. I have called anybody that I could to tell them it was a lie. But of course, City Hall in Garden City doesn't call back or answer their fucking phones. And you can't even get in there. I went to City Hall to try and talk to them. You can't get in. In fact, it's almost impossible to even figure out where it's at. The mayor's office, that is. So, Cicero think tank copied bill by Senator Galloway, who has a business by the homeless shelters and apparently was surprised there were homeless people there. After years of changing the parking codes to run the homeless people off, who are parking close to where the services are. And the fucking development corporation. And the fucking mayor and the fucking city council. Threw us to the wolves. So we're going where we can. And you're still traumatized and traumatized and traumatized. Today, the cop that showed up in Garden City told me that he got a call to do a welfare check on me, but didn't do it. Probably because he already knew it was better than to mess with me. Because I'd take a video of it, and then he'd look like an idiot. But, this country creates homeless people intentionally. And then they torture us because they want us to die younger than we would have to get rid of us. But some of us aren't dying fast enough for them, apparently. I was traumatized last night just going to a fucking grocery store. And then a truck that had lights all over it, and I do have a picture of it, parked and just sat there with the lights shining. And then today, a tow truck shows up behind my car, and I don't know what they're doing. And they blocked me from even being able to back out of where I was so I could leave. I was getting ready to leave. whatever my plans are for any given day are disrupted by the terrorism in the war against homeless people in Idaho.